Good evening, all. It's my pleasure to present one topic related to my postdoc positions, and I am very grateful to Edox Research University for providing one topic, and also grateful to you all. And I have selected one topic for this conference: regulatory mechanism for the conservation of the Melaxis muscifera, a threatened medicine orchid of Eastern Himalaya. And this contents of my topic: introduction, objectives, review of literature, materials, methods, results, and references. And as you know, that there is some small abstract for with respect to my topic, and I will skip because it's time shortage. And it is graphical abstracts. I have mentioned for to know the meaning and geographical distribution of the plants, and it is the pharmacological studies and phytochemicals, and this is the parts used and the production of the conservation ideas. And basically it's the Orchidaceae members. All Melaxis species belongs to the family Orchidaceae, and among the about 25,000 species recorded in orchids recorded in the world, and out of them the Indians, the 1,350 species are found in India, and out of them the 900 species, nearly 69%, are reported from the northeast India, and about 150 species are endemic to northeast India, and the morphologically the characteristics of the selected plant materials for the work: terrestrial and glabrous orchid less than 30 centimeters tall with a small ovoid bulbs, and sometimes some reference to these are the pseudobulbs or direct bulbs, and thunderground stem and fibrous roots are the fibrous bulbs ovoid stem is the height is the it is all the taxonomical characteristics of this Melaxis species, and which in employing the network of thousands of scientists. Red list provides the taxonomic and conservation status and distribution information on globally evaluated species consistent with the specific categories and criteria, and it is essentially a framework for classifying species according to their extension risk. And these objectives of my work: documentation or documentary like traditional entomological orchids from the Eastern Himalayan, and identify the particular plant species with the ethnomedicinal significance that are used to treat the variety of the ailments, and also the assess of the conservation status of orchids, whether it's useful or not, and how to maintain, how to conserve these selected medicinal plants. And this review of literature, and there are many review of literature I've studied, and but these are very unique, and I have selected this for work: Lakshman Chandra and Raturi R. And it is materials methods, and I have selected this study area, complete area, and materials and for study. There is a red data book. IUCN recorded the red list of the threatened species in 2015, recorded Melaxis species, Melaxis muscifera, and I have referred some textbooks with respect to the subject, and wild orchids of Assam and orchids of Uttarakhand, and I have selected the selected area and also for my work. And botanical description of these selected plant materials same, and floral characteristics, and it is also orchid which can give rise to the rejuvenation takes place. Rejuvenation, it means the very peculiar characters present in the all types of the orchids. Rejuvenation means which can easily move towards the 180 degrees centigrade. That is the moment of the special character identification of the plant species orchid. Rejuvenation takes place. And these are some phytochemical studies for the extraction of methods and the collection of the plant materials, or diet you can if it is tree species for explants, and next washing under the tap waters, and drying or shade dry, simply called as shade drying method, and grinding or powdering format, and extraction of the phytochemicals by various through the help of the various methods. There are two types of methods: cold method and hot extraction. Cold extraction or hot extractions, but we are following the hot extraction for to get good results in a short time. That is the succinate apparatus that holds good for the extraction of the phytochemicals, and all the orchid species can easily dissolved in various types of the polar and non-polar solvents, but especially among all the solvents you can help or can use the methanol extract or petroleum ether or aqueous solutions water, but we can get good result from the methanol extract and pet ether extract. And analysis of the phytochemicals, there are various chemicals you can easily obtain from these plants, and also can study in through the phytochemicals, but in alkaloids, glycosides, flavonoids, and beta pseudosterols. These are the major play important role in the to cure the all disease in with respect to the all disease, and WHO recorded. And biodiversity conservation, this is also one unique significant role: the conservation of the plant or Melaxis species or red species or endangered or threatened species. And the one is the natural habitat, and one more is the artificial habitat. But in natural habitat, it's already wild, you can easily count and easily select plant materials. But in very rare cases, and also seasonal plants will not get the throughout the year. Only under the rainy season only you can get the Melaxis species. But you can conserve for availability of the throughout the year. And go for there are various methods and natural and botanical gardens, gene banks, and cryopreservation. So these are the biotechnological aspects. You can easily conserve the materials by with the help of the of small isolation from the genome. You can collect in the form of the germplasm conservation. That also holds good for the conserve the throughout the year or many thousands a year, and gene banks and also cryopreservations. And results okay, with respect to the work and the Melaxis muscifera terrestrial glabrous herbs, pseudobulbs, and plants are distributed throughout the hill areas in India up to 4,000 meter above uh, sea level. It is found in forest, shrubberies, and grassy slopes. This plant is one of the threatened medicinal orchids inhabiting hills in India. In India, it's mainly found in the Himalaya regions, Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Uttarakhand, Tripura, Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh. There are various surrounding with Sikkim and hills also, and forest area also, and animals also in Andaman mainlands. And Himalayas is spread from the Shimla eastwards to Sikkim within the altitude range of the 1500 to 2300 meters. And phytochemical and medicinal and pharmaceutical properties. These are the important medicinal properties: antioxidants, antimicrobial, antifungal, aphrodis, antidiarrheal, antidysentery, anti-aging, and immunomodulant, sterility, and rheumatism. By using this plant, the Melaxis magazine holds good for the anti-aging and immunomodulant. In ancient peoples also used to have as a dietary items. And the phytochemicals, they are main important: alkaloids, glycosides, flavonoids, and beta sitosterol. And beta sitosterol is a maximum holds good for the can easily enhance the immunity power as in the stamina also in human body. And there are important use of the plant parts, leaves, and stem commonly used for the anti-inflammatory, photoprotective properties, and also the mode of consumption is the extract of the leaves and stem in the form of the powdered drug or in the available in the market Chyawanprash. And bulb, it's part of the plant's sterility, fever, dysentery, and other conditions. And the mode of consumption tonic and regenerative. And dried pseudo bulbs. Compared to the bulbs, they maximum used in the research articles, and there are some experts from the botanist. They use it as a dried pseudo bulbs considered as an immunomodulator and seminal weakness. It can easily enhance our immunity power. And also in the COVID-19, there are also people used to have this dried bulbs, pseudo bulbs to avoid the coronary diseases, COVID-19. And also in the market, there's Chyawanprash and Ashtavarga Churna. But nowadays, you are not getting that much of a purely Chyawanprash and Ashtavarga Churna in the market, because there are some other plant particles, plant parts also used in the form of Chyawanprash by naming Chyawanprash only. But that is the original Chyawanprash prepared by this Melaxis species only. And phytodiversity. The quick decline vegetation cover the country directly linked with rapid populations growth with an ever increasing need. Within the hills and plains or anthropogenic activities can also destroy the biodiversity. The 8 major causes for the loss of biodiversity identified were namely habitat loss and fragmentation, introduced species, overexploitation of plant and animal resources, pollution of the soil, water, and atmospheres, and global climatic changes or urbanization or global effect or greenhouse effect. Expansion of industries, agriculture, and depletion of a natural forest, and want to pollinating factors. And sometimes it fails the pollution takes place by the any other environmental factors, automatically environmental agents will not go through any type of the crossbreeding or will not get the multiple species or breeds, because it when it fails to the pollution takes place by the other agents. And unisexual flower species, actually this is the unisexual flowers, then it fails to the cross, then you can go for the double haploid, single haploid, or double haploid to haploid, because of the new varieties with good quality. And this is the one uh, strategies for the conservation methodology, and there's biodiversity conservation and patterns and latitudinal gradient species relationships, and is wide. And reason for the habitat destructions. Habitat loss is primary cause of the extinction rates of the for plants and animals. And overexploitation, the overexploitation of the wildlife for commercial purposes is a cause of the endangerment. Illegal trades. Illegal trades is a threat to the medicinal plants, and unmanaged harvesting. Unmanaged harvesting is threat to medicinal plants because that means the unscientific methodology, unscientifically we are wasting the time and we are wasting the medicinal plants, and we are collecting the. These are the threat assessments type and percentage wise, the medium risk and low risk, high risk, and very high risk and low risk with respect to the biodiversity and medicinal plants, orchid. This is a legislative strategies. There are some act and laws, and there is no any specific laws and act for the orchids. It's a common and as usual for all the plant diversity and medicinal and aromatic ornamentals and all the forestry tree species also. Here also you can also apply applicable to the orchids also. The Constitution of India and the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, Water Prevention and Control of Pollutions and Forest Conservation 1980, Air Prevention and Control of Pollutions Act 1981, Environmental Protections 1986, Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers Act 2001, and Biological Diversity Act 2002. Nowadays, there are new advanced schemes, but all the schemes and the rules and terms also based upon these all laws and articles. And these are not particular the orchids in the same follow to all the plant diversity rules. And the conclusion come to know the Melaxis muscifera is an important plant astaporga with a lot of therapeutic potential. Pseudobulbs are the important ingredients of several Ayurvedic preparations like a Chyawanprash, which is one of the core part of the Ayurveda medicines. Orchid conservation can be successfully accomplished following proper scientific methodology and society involvement. Despite appearing to be one of the most legally protected ground organisms, many orchid species around the world are under threat, illegal and unsustainable trade for many purposes. The primarily horticulture, food, and medicines. In addition to the habitat preservation, conservation priority for the should be better understand trade to address its threats. And this should be, take the form of conducting research on trade dynamics and the impacts of harvest, addressing illegal trade and sites non-compliant, stagnating and supporting legal trade and raising the profile of selected trades and important conservation worthy wider attention and conservation efforts. These are important reference for my work. Thank you.